Hi, it's Gaius Chibweze, aka Bitcoin Chief, right here. And today I want to share my story of how I started in investing in Bitcoin. So, most of you here already know that I am big on network marketing. In fact, I always tell people who want to build confidence, who want to know how to sell, I always tell them to start with network marketing. So, I used to be part of a network marketing company called Organo Gold. So I personally even brought the first white man that introduced Organo Gold to the Nigerian market. I and my friend Kileshi, we were the first people that brought him into Nigeria. So we were doing very, very big in this company. And that was when I met this guy on Facebook who was also like a top leader in Organo Gold. So I followed him and I was learning from him how to market. I've always loved sales. One of the things I love to do most in this life is selling. I love to sell. I love to sell my ideas. I love to sell physical products. I love to sell digital products. So I followed this guy and I was learning how to sell this brand, this Organo Gold brand. One certain time I noticed that he has stopped talking about Organo Gold. So what he started talking about was Bitcoin. So one day I went to him. I said, bro, I sent him a DM. I said, bro, what's going on? I've seen that you stopped talking about Organo Gold. I find so much in inspiration from your page. But of late, I heard I started talking about Bitcoin. And he said, yeah, guy, I found something better. Man, I was like, wow, you mean this Bitcoin of 18 that you're talking about now is better than Organo Gold, which is the network marketing company that we both were part of. Yeah, he said, yeah. So he sent me a YouTube video, and when I watched that video, the guy in that video um, talks. He said so many good things about Bitcoin, but what really caught my attention was when the guy said there was just going to be only 21 million Bitcoin. Before then, I had invested in something called eGold, which didn't really work out. It's also another digital currency before Bitcoin that never worked out. So I had invested in a couple of things. As someone who has always been an investor, I was always looking for ways to grow my money. So I was investing in a couple of things. So I decided to take $300 and try it. I put it all inside Bitcoin after watching that video. So I never knew it was going to be this big. I just put that money there, bought it on a particular exchange. I think that exchange was founded by some Chinese guys then. So I just put that money in there, bought my Bitcoin, kept it there. So I never knew that this Bitcoin was going to blow up like this. So not until in 2014, 2015, in my country, I used to work in the National Assembly then as a senior special advisor on new media to a senator. So this 2014, a Ponzi scheme called MMM came into my country, and so many people were talking about it. So many people were making money from it. So a lady came to our office to tell me about it, and she told me, she said, if you want to be part of this, I will advise you use Bitcoin to make the transaction instead of going to pay at the bank. The government is clamping down on people who are transacting with this Ponzi scheme. I said, wow. I said, Bitcoin. I said, I have some Bitcoin. I told her, I said, I have up to 11 Bitcoin or thereabouts. She said, wow. That was how I started seeing many people talk about Bitcoin. And yeah, so in 2015, Bitcoin price started going up, and I started organizing seminars, started organizing mini conferences, talking to people about Bitcoin. I started holding meetings, and this was in Abuja then, the FCT. People were so interested. I started helping more people to understand. In 2017, the price of Bitcoin blew up. That was how everybody was talking about it, and the price went to $20,000. Man, that was crazy. That was crazy. Everybody was like, so that was when I made my first $1 million cash. I made my first $1 million cash then. I had told my friend Bitcoin Goddess to go cash out $1 million in our local currency then, and she brought it to the hotel like I couldn't sleep. That was the night I saw the most money in my life, the most physical cash. As at then, that was the first time I was seeing that kind of amount of money. I couldn't sleep. I will, I would sleep and I would wake up and go check where I kept the money to be sure if it was still there. So I started buying real estate. I started calling people, just making some kind transaction. I've never seen that kind of money. And coming from where I was coming from, I was scared of going broke again. So I started buying real estate properties, started buying here and there. Even some of those properties ended in controversy because they said, oh, you didn't ask for the real documents. So I bought some of them in error, and Man, I lost so much money. But I love that experience. That experience is what has made me who I am today. Why? Because I wanted to grow my money. Coming from nothing, when I saw that $1 million in my hands, I wanted, and I told myself, I remember I was in the bathroom, I was taking my bath, and water was pouring down on me. And I knelt down and I told God, please, I don't ever want to be poor again. God, please, I don't ever want to be broke again. Guide me, make wise decisions with this money. So, man, it was so amazing. So, unfortunately for me, I should have taken out more money because I could see I had total asset worth over $2 million then. So I should have taken out more money if I had known what was coming. On the 8th of January in 2018, the price of Bitcoin dropped from $20,000 down to $3,600. Man, it was like a shock. That was one of the biggest Bitcoin dump over 2 weeks. So it was like a shock to me. Like, I had already spent this cash. I cashed out. So I was still trading. I remember one of those coins that gave me so much money then was a coin called Sia coin. We used to trade that coin on a platform called Bittrex and Cryptopia. I know Cryptopia is defunct now. So when I saw that the price has dropped to $3,600, all my asset worth was less than $1 million. Now, man, I was stranded. I didn't know what to do. People, friends who I had asked to buy, some of them they said they want to sell their property. I said, sell, invest in this thing. All of them they started calling me. Man, I was stranded. I was almost running mad. Calls coming in through my phone. What's happening? This thing you asked us to buy is going down. It's going down. What do we do about this? What is going on? That's how people started asking questions. What is going on? What do we do now? What do we do? So what did I do? Well, I didn't do too much. I told them, I said, you have to calm down. The price is going to get back up. But nobody knew that the price is going to get back up was going to be in 3 years. So it was not until 2020, 2019, we had waited for 2019, 2018, 2018, 2019, 2020, towards the end of 2020, that was when the price of Bitcoin came back close. Okay, I think that was in 2021. That was when the price came back to $20,000. So most of these people I had introduced to it gave up on it. Some of them sold it, and some of them sold it at loss because they didn't have anything to survive on. And this is why I tell people today, don't invest in crypto with your survival money. If not, you're going to be as frustrated as these people I brought in. 2021 November, we saw the price of Bitcoin go as high as $69,000. Most of those people who had insulted me in 2018, they started calling me, bro, I see this, your thing is going back up. Should we buy again? I said, not this time. Not this time. I don't want to be part of your cry again. I said, because it is up now, you're interested. When it was down, you were insulting me. So most people said, how can we be part of this? How can we be part of this? So I told people, I said, it's very high right now. Those who didn't listen to me went ahead and bought Bitcoin, bought other shit coins that were at their all-time high. Today, price of Bitcoin is less than $20,000. Guess what? They are crying again. So that's why I talk to people to understand the market trends. You understand the price volatility. This business is the most profitable business anyone can think of. But the truth here is you must understand when to get in and when to get out. You understand? Entry and exit is very important. So people who don't understand this, they get burnt. This is my 8 years in the business, and I've been able to use this business to travel 26 countries of the world. I've held big events in 13 of these countries. I live today in Miami, one of the choicest locations in Miami. I have my beautiful wife and my sons, and yeah, I've been able to change my life with this. I will never, even if I decide today that I don't want to do anything, I just want to be sitting at home watching TV, lying down on the bed, and playing with my family, I will never be broke again. So thanks to Bitcoin, and thanks to this guy who introduced me to Bitcoin. And if you're someone that is watching this video right now, you can take the risk too. It's all risk. There's nothing in life that is not risk. So thank you so much for